Hello, I'm the Resolute Cartographer, and this is the 15th video in my Mass Effect Legendary Edition series. In the last video, we went to Feros, where we ended the Geth Assault, and were gifted the cipher from the Thorian. In this video, we're going to chat with our crew about that last mission, and then we'll visit the systems opened up by our trip to Feros and the Maroon Sea cluster. Alright, let's go talk to the crew. We'll start as usual with Kaidan.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. There's gotta be some xenobiologists who want to read about the Thorian.
The paperwork will keep. Something on your mind?
I'm just looking for an ear. That a briefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
Don't tell me you and Vernus hugged on graduation day.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. Broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
Sat down by a kid. Vernus must have hated that.
He didn't have time to hate it. I killed him.
Whoa.
Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
So Kaidan is the entire reason that whole program got shut down. Like, obviously there were issues, but he was the tipping point right there.
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
We can still talk about the last mission.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. Hell of a deal you worked out with Jong, though. If I ever get a speeding ticket, I want you to be my advocate.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Yeah, it was, hey, don't purge all these people. You can use this for tourism. Anyway, let's head back here and talk to Liara. Had that nice little awkward conversation at the end of the last video.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
We had this exact same conversation right after we got our theorem.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
It sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No. Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so... reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over.
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
It's a little odd that they always end the conversations with, "We should talk about something else," when she literally has two other things to talk about, and they've been available since the very beginning. Anyway, let's go talk to Garrus.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
Thank you, Garrus. I'll keep that in mind. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do catch him.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
I get the feeling this isn't a question. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape or convince the Council to listen to him. And what about the Geth? They might try to free him.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I get his viewpoint there, but you get really close to the deep end with that kind of thinking, and it's one of those things where it's like, Rome elected dictators, and the dictators stepped aside until they didn't. Talk to Ashley.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
A little spooky how you handle that young guy. Didn't figure you'd know how to speak corporate.
All you need to do is show them how getting what you want gets them what they want.
You make it sound easy. Frankly, I just wanted to put a few rounds in him and leave.
Seems reasonable, honestly. The guy was looking to kill a lot of people.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter. the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies.
Jeez.
Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of them.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team.
Good lord.
Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
Is this why you're always going on about the Council?
If everyone else can look at Shanxi and say, this is why humanity needs to be stronger, then so can I. I'm entitled. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
You're a valuable part of my crew, Williams. If I want an opinion from the head, I go to Alenko. When I want one from the heart, I go to you.
I also play a mean game of pool. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
So you kind of understand a little bit of her xenophobia there. I mean, her entire family has effectively been ruined by aliens. Let's talk to Rex.
Shepard,
So, you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
So you're just giving up on your people?
I gave up on fighting for a lost cause. I'm no hero, Shepard. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Alright, and with that, let's go talk to Tali. Rex does actually end up helping out his people a lot in Mass Effect 2. I really am looking forward to showing you all that. Let's talk to Tali, though.
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
We couldn't have done this without you, Telly.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I didn't bring you along as a favor, Tally. You're here because you contribute to the mission, and I need all the help I can get on this one.
Don't worry. You can always count on me.
I should go.
See you later.
Okay, we've now talked to everybody in the crew, so let's go ahead upstairs. Actually, let's check with the quartermaster real quick. I want to see what kind of gear he has now that we're level 52.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
No. Level 10 weapons. That's pretty great. Not going to buy anything just yet. I'm going to keep waiting until basically the last mission, and then I'm going to buy everything I can. Okay, so let's get back to the galaxy map. Alright, so I've realized that there are actually more missions than I was originally accounting for. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to break up the remaining secondary quest content into 3 separate videos. I was originally going to make it just 2, but that's going to mean that one of these videos is just massively too long. So let's get into the galaxy map. We're going to leave behind Feros, but we're going to go to planets that have opened up because of Feros. And that's in the Maroon Sea cluster. Let me see if I can't find it. There we are. Okay, so we are going to head first on over to, let's see, how about, yeah, Vostok. Okay, so we got, let's look, 4 planets and an asteroid belt. Let's check the belt. Okay, metallic asteroid. A metal-rich asteroid, 139 kilometers in radius. Wow. Okay, we found a large deposit of palladium, heavy metal. Alright, and next up, let's go to Clomarthu. Clomarthu has a reducing atmosphere of methane and nitrogen. The surface is hot and mainly composed of sodium with deposits of uranium. In terms of size and orbit, Clomarthu is a virtual twin to Earth, but it utterly lacks life. 95 degrees Celsius, that would be why right there. But yeah, the atmosphere is 0.9, gravity's 0.9. Yeah, it's a little bit smaller, but yeah. And orbital period of 1 Earth year. Okay. Next up, Notocrux, that's where we're landing. So next is Alco. The geological properties of Alco have been scanned from orbit, but little else is known about it. A fairly typical mix of outer system terrestrial of rock and ice, Alco has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its crust is composed of silicates and water ice with deposits of aluminum. Unregistered starship traffic has been recorded in the vicinity of this planet. Travel is not advised. Unregistered starship traffic, that typically means smugglers or pirates. No atmosphere, half the gravity of Earth, and it's very cold, minus 167. Next, Potaton? I have no idea. A rather small hydrogen-helium gas giant, Potaton's atmosphere contains large quantities of chlorine. Surveying it, we find Matriarch's writings. Scans of Potaton revealed a strange, unmanned vessel in orbit around the planet. Tali brought it aboard and determined it was Asari made, but very old. She discovered several ancient artifacts inside the vessel, including one of Matriarch Dillanaga's writings. It's a very strangely colored gas giant. Okay, and next, Notocrux.
Looks like we've got an active distress beacon on the planet below, Commander. No message, just a locator signal.
Should be an exogeny facility here. Notocrux is a verdant world with abundant water, temperate climate, a thick nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, and a rich ecosystem. It would seem to be perfect for life. The relatively high percentage of oxygen makes humans feel energized and alive, though it has allowed insect analogs to grow to frightening sizes. Unfortunately, Notocrux is a case of almost not quite. Thunderstorms are as common as Earth, but in Notocrux's thicker, oxygen-rich atmosphere, they are deafening and spark constant wildfires. More damning, however, are the large and ubiquitous tufts of cotton that float on the high-pressure air. In humans and other oxygen-breathing species, they cause severe or lethal allergic reactions. So it's a bit hotter than Earth, about the same gravity, a little bit less, and definitely a little bit more than 2.5 times the atmosphere. It's got a bit of less of a radius here, meaning that this must be a fairly dense planet. Okay, looking at the map, we are going to head right on over here, but there should be something along the way. Like I said, we got a crashed ship here, and some Thorian creepers. Anything else to see here? Does not look like it, no. But I saw something else up over here on the radar as well, so let's go check this out. Oh, more Thorian creepers. And a shelter. Let's see what's in this shelter. Got a couple of crates lying on the outside, but we can't open them. What about on the inside? Hardened crates and a couple of lock crates. Assault rifles and a sniper rifle. Assault rifle, pistol, and sniper rifle. 2 shotguns and an assault rifle. Okay. Let's Let's get back on board the Mako and head on over to that mineral deposit that's just now starting to show up on the minimap. And it's a gold deposit. Okay, heavy metal, large deposit of gold. 52,000 credits for a single survey of a material that I didn't still need to find. Okay, up next we're going to be heading down here. I'll bring you back. Ah, damn it. Oh, sweet Jesus. This was the worst drive ever. Okay, cobalt. Light metal cobalt and a large deposit. Okay, I'm just going to say, if you're going to come up here, come around this way and then around the backside. If you try to go in from north to south or even around this way, it's just a nightmare. And I don't know if you guys watched my video on the Geth incursion on Casbin, and I nominated Casbin to be the planet to test the Death Star, but Notocrux gets number 2 in the list of planets to be destroyed by the Death Star in the Mass Effect universe. Next up, this science facility. Well, actually, no, that's probably the last spot. So, let's head on up to, I guess, the debris field or the anomaly, and then we'll drive back around. I hate this planet. Get me off this planet. Oh, no. No! Oh, God. Crashed probe. I take it back. This planet is far worse than Casbin. Ammo upgrade and grenade upgrade. Next up, this anomaly. Okay. Looks like some Turian wreckage, maybe? Yep, Turian insignia recovered. This escape pod is half buried in material that has been washed down from the mountains. Though it has obviously been here for centuries, the computer still has power. Linking in with your hard suit, you recover a batch of files containing data on the Thracia colony. Okay. Up next, the science facility. And I cannot wait to see how long it's going to take me to get there. Oh, this planet has just been exhausting. Die, Thorian creepers, die. Oh, God. Okay.
I'm on my way.
Let's get in here. I mean, that was seriously like a half hour of sheer up the side of cliff driving. Okay, what we got here? Upgrade kit. Ammo upgrades, and there is a Thorian creeper clone sack on the wall, so that's nice. Is that it? Is that all of them? Seems like that was everybody out here in the front room, at least. Let's check the back corridors. Gotta wonder why Exogeny was shipping Thorian creepers around. So it takes us that way, so let's check this room first. Storage locker. Assault rifle, sniper rifle, and pistol. Shotgun, pistol, sniper rifle. Got a bunch of pods. Is that a sludge canister? Yes! Third one of these. Shotgun, assault rifle, and some light human armor. That's the third sludge container we found so far in the game. And here's a locked crate. Shotgun, pistol, sniper rifle. If you're wondering why I have Tali and Rex rather than my typical Liara and Ashley, it's because I wanted to give these guys some experience.
Rescuers? Oh, thank God. See? I told you somebody would come to investigate that signal. My name is Dr. Ross, Chief Exogeny Researcher at this facility. We've been trapped in this room for days. We're almost out of food and water. You got here just in time.
I need to know what's going on. Why is this place crawling with Thorian creepers?
How do you know about the Thorian?
I know what Exogeny was up to. I saw what they let the Thorian do to those colonists, so I destroyed it.
Our secret's out then. No point in my lying. You already know the worst. The creepers here were created using altered samples from the specimens on Feros. We discovered a way to turn them into docile, obedient servants. Everything was going fine until a few days ago. Then all the creepers suddenly went berserk. Only a handful of us made it back into the safety of this room.
Any chance some of the other people at the base might still be alive?
I doubt it. Too many creepers out there. They never stood a chance. We're the only ones left.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Maybe there was still some kind of link between the creepers and the Thorian back on Feros. The Thorian was unlike any other life form we've ever studied. I can't explain how, but maybe when it died, it somehow set off the creepers here.
Why didn't you send a clear message asking for help? All we had was that signal from the emergency beacon.
This is a closed communications base. ExoGenny was worried about someone on the project selling secrets to a rival firm or reporting our work to the authorities. We have no direct communication with the outside, only the emergency beacon. It sends a general distress signal to the ExoGenny site on Feros. They're supposed to send a team to respond inside of 24 hours, but it sounds like they had problems of their own.
I've heard all I need to.
Look, I know what we did here was wrong. I'll admit that. But it's over now. There's no sense reporting this to the authorities, right?
You were in charge of this project. The safety of the staff was your responsibility. They trusted you, and you betrayed that trust.
Be reasonable. I didn't mean for this to happen. Besides, how does it help anyone if I end up in jail? Normally ExoGenny would have my back, but it sounds like they're going to have their hands full cleaning up the mess on Feros. But I've got money. A nice little emergency fund I set up. It's yours if you let us go.
The victims here deserve justice. I have to take you in.
That's not going to happen. Open fire. Open fire!
You guys really think you have a chance? ExoGenny's second-rate mercs proved to be no match for a trained Alliance Marine. With the last of the science crew dead, no reason to linger here. That was just dumb of her. She could have surrendered. I mean, you see a Krogan come in, you should surrender. Technician kit, we got a couple of weapon upgrades. She would have probably spent some time in prison. Who knows, maybe ExoGenny would have even gotten her out of that. Malfunctioning object here with a weapon and an ammo upgrade. And let's see, in wetware kit, where did I see it? There we go. Couple of biotic amps. Oops. And let's put the guns away. And an aid station. So we got some metagel. Well, that was just dumb. Okay. Let's get off of this garbage planet. Okay. We're going to be leaving behind the Vostok system. And we're going to be heading on over to the Metano system. Okay. Looks like we got 5 planets and a couple of asteroid belts. Let's check the belts first. Oh, there we go. Metallic asteroid. A metal-rich asteroid, 47 kilometers in radius. The heavy metal of platinum discovered here. Okay. And let's check the other one as well. There we go. Rocky asteroid. This asteroid has an unusually sculpted and artistic appearance with many long, sweeping curves. Surveying it, we find a Prothean data disk. While scanning the asteroid field in the Metana system, you discovered a badly damaged ship. The recon team found no survivors on board, but they did find a Prothean data disk. Okay. Now let's see here. Inti. Inti is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere composed of ammonia and helium. Its surface is mainly composed of sodium oxide with deposits of magnesium. Its density is rather low, leaving the planet tide-locked to Metano. Inti is an unremarkable world, drawing little more than a cursory scan for surface pirate anchorages when Alliance patrols enter the system. Okay. Next up, Chazka, that's where we're landing. Apo. A craggy world of igneous and basaltic mountains, Apo is racked by constant geologic activity. While volcanic hotspots are rare, continental plates are constantly piling up new mountains, subducting old ones, or causing slips along transform faults. Apo has a dense atmosphere composed of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. Due to constant earthquakes and landslide activity, surface exploration is not advised. The rubble-covered wrecks of half a dozen expeditionary ships stand in mute testament to the planet's instability. Wow, I was expecting it to be hot, but it's actually quite cold. I mean, it is in the outer system, it looks like, so that makes sense. Ilapa. Ilapa is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with an unusual ruby color caused by contaminants in the atmosphere. The world has over 120 moons, one of the highest totals in all known systems. Once full development of Chaska colony begins, a helium-3 refining infrastructure will be developed in the Ilapa system, concentrated on the large ice moon Konaraya. And last but not least, Supe. Supe has the composition of an ice dwarf planet, but is unusually large for such a body. It has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The frozen surface is dotted with deposits composed of potassium and light metals, brought to the surface by cryovolcanic processes. Supe's icy surface was once used as a source for potable water by passing merchant ships. Since the Alliance claimed the inner system world of Chaska, satellites placed in the orbit automatically bill any vessel leaving the world for the massive water removed from the surface. Okay. Exogeny has had a difficult time keeping these satellites operational. They often meet with accidents caused by impacts with jettisoned ship debris. Okay. The light metal of magnesium is found when surveyed. Okay, and let's get to Chaska. Chaska is a large but low-density world, fundamentally similar to its neighbor Inti. Like Inti, Chaska is tidally locked to Matano. The same side always faces the sun, resulting in a scorching day side and frozen night side. In the temperate area around the Terminator, temperatures average around 30 degrees Celsius. Celsius being spelled wrong there. Combined with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, this slender band of habitable terrain allows limited colonization by humans. Chaska's ring is unique. It appears to be, for lack of a better term, a massive piece of alien installation art. The rings are made of small pieces of synthetic material that are almost invisible from space. From the ground, they catch and scatter the light of Matano in picturesque ways. It is not known who created the ring or when. Chaska is very early development with little more than a few pioneer teams scattered across the surface. Information is being collected about native hazards and ecology, while a massive colonist recruiting drive is gearing up back on Earth. Colony founded in 2183 with a population of 150. Let's land. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Alright, first up, we are going to be heading right on up here. Alright, and Camouflage of the Year award goes to this plutonium deposit. A small deposit of the rare element plutonium. Next up, we're going to be heading to another deposit somewhere down there. Alright, palladium. A large deposit of the heavy metal palladium. Okay, up next, we're heading right down here. Alright, a large deposit of beryllium, it looks like. And indeed, it is a large deposit of the light metal beryllium. Next up, we're going to head out here to this anomaly. Alright, it looks like we got a Prothean pyramid and a little habitat here. Let's see what we got in the habitat. Medical kit. A secure crate. Sniper rifle and a shotgun. Can we look in that thing? No. Technician's kit. With a grenade upgrade and an armor upgrade. Is there nothing else here? Doesn't look like there is. Let's check at the top of the pyramid. Still showing up as a an anomaly. Nope, nothing to find in the top of the pyramid. Let's see, it looks like there's some crates down here next to that larger crate. Yep. Alright, here we go. Prothean data disk recovered. There are several small Prothean artifacts in the crate, including an intact Prothean data disk. It appears to be in excellent condition. And then we got a secure crate. With an assault rifle, shotgun, and some light Turian armor. Okay.
Just leave it.
Next up, we're going to head on over to this debris. Okay, and what do we got here? Crash probe. With weapon upgrade, ammo upgrade, and grenade upgrade. Okay, so it looks like we got 3 little bases here. Well, at least 2 civilian structures and a science facility. Let's go up to these civilian structures first.
Looks deserted.
Let's guess, Thorian creepers? No, husks. Okay, so this is yet another exogeny facility that has been destroyed by, well, either Thorian creepers or husks. At least that's the way it seems. Let's get in here.
Over there!
Okay. Let's see what loot we can find in here. That's weird. I don't know what that noise was. Okay, this door doesn't look like it works. Let's check upstairs. Got a crate here. Medium Krogan armor and a pistol. Okay, we got... okay, that side's locked, but we got a couple aid stations. And here's a weapons locker. With the sniper rifle, shotgun, and pistol. And it looks like there's a technician's kit or something over here. Let's see if we can get up here. Yep. Upgrade kit. With some ammo upgrades. Okay, let's get... oh, malfunctioning object. With an ammo upgrade. Okay. Let's get back out to the Mako. Next up, we're going to head to this other civilian structure here. Alright, we got more spikes, but no husks to meet us. Let's head on in. Looks like the husks are maybe inside. Yep. Okay, I guess that was it for them. Let's see what else we can find here. Aid station. This door is locked again. Looks like there's a crate over here. Pistol and assault rifle. And apparently 13,000 credits. Okay, up here. Nothing to see on this side. Let's see. Okay, looks like some lockers back here. But so okay, there we go. At least one of them. And we got a upgrade kit. A couple ammo upgrades. A couple of biotic amps. And yeah, looks like 3 storage lockers. Oh, getting high on items again. Pistol, shotgun, and assault rifle. Pistol, shotgun, and assault rifle. And pistol, sniper rifle, and sniper rifle. Okay. I think we're done here. Let's get back out to the Mako and get to the science facility. Alright, here we go. Looks like more husks. Okay. Let's get in this facility and see what we can find out about what happened here. Nothing yet. More spikes. Okay, what do we got in here? More husks, I'm assuming? Yep. Alright. I guess that was it on husks. So let's search the back rooms here. We'll search over here first. Wow, nothing at all. Okay. Reminds me of when you first build those shelters in Fallout 76. Okay, we got crates and a terminal. Pistol and shotgun. Weapon and grenade upgrade. Couple of biotic amps. Pistols. Anything else back here? Yep, malfunctioning object. With an armor upgrade and an ammo upgrade. Okay, let's check out this terminal. A colonial pioneer team rarely consists of more than a few dozen specialists. It's clear that none of them have survived. That Cerberus group has a lot to answer for here. So yeah, Cerberus for some reason is behind the shipping of these spikes here. It seems that Exogeny may have found some of these spikes at some point, because we did find that colony where they were talking about machine cultists or whatever, but there were a bunch of spikes there and the entire colony had been converted to husks. And then back on Feros, we found a log that was talking about shipping these items here to the middle of nowhere in the Metano system. So I guess that's what we just found out here. Anyway, let's get back up to the Normandy. Back to the map. And we are going to be leaving behind the Metano system, and we are going to be heading on over to the Caspian system. Okay, so we've got the MSV Cornucopia, 4 planets, and an asteroid belt. Let's search the asteroid belt first. Nothing to see there. Okay, Klotenka. Klotenka is a large but low-density terrestrial world with an atmosphere of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. Its crust is composed of sulfur and unremarkable silicates. Occasional deposits of heavy metals, usually the result of meteor strikes, dot the surface. High-speed winds powered by the hot blue star Caspian present a constant hazard. Atmospheric entry is hazardous and EVAs are discouraged. Okay, surveying it we find the heavy metal iridium. Surprised it's not a rare metal. Anyway, Fernuri. Fernuri has a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide and helium. The surface is mainly composed of silica laced with iron oxides, indicating the world had an oxygenated atmosphere at some point in the past. Given the relative youth of the blue star Caspian and the significant gravity well of Fernuri, this must have occurred with astonishing swiftness, perhaps the result of a cataclysmic event. Further research is required. Okay, surveying it we find the heavy metal gold. Next up, Almorcrux. Almorcrux has an atmosphere of methane and ethane. Despite its great distance from Caspian, the energetic young star heats the surface to almost temperate levels. Thick ground fogs are common at the Terminator, where water ice frozen during the long dark side night meets the warm air masses from the dayside. The crust is mainly composed of copper with deposits of sodium. Almorcrux's abundant water and relatively mild temperatures and gravity have placed it on a short list for terraforming candidate worlds. However, there is significant opposition from eco-ethics groups who assert that Almorcrux's primitive methanotropic bacteria may be a precursor to a fully fledged native ecology. Okay. And Antida. Antida is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. Its atmosphere is darkened by traces of sodium. It is one of the relatively few planets known with orbital periods of more than a millennium. Wow. Surveying it, we find the Turian insignia. Scans of Antida revealed the group of defunct turrets orbiting the planet. The recon team carefully retrieved one of the turrets and brought it on board. Tally dismantled the weapon and found it was marked with the Carthan outpost insignia. And now to the MSV Cornucopia. The Cornucopia is a Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. While obviously adrift, the Cornucopia is not broadcasting any distress signal. Alright, let's see what we got here. Nothing so far. And nothing on the radar either. Okay. Oh! Husks! Anything else back here? More husks, I'm sure. I feel like there's part of this area that we didn't check, so let's look for more husks back towards the entrance. Yep. Okay. That seems to have dealt with the husks. Let's see if can I climb this? No. Dang, I was hoping I could just climb up that way. Anyway, I'll bring you back when we get back over towards that entrance to the front part of the ship. I don't know why I put my gun away. I'll probably need it here. Let's see. Nope, just a bunch of spikes here. Malfunctioning object. With an ammo upgrade. Storage locker. With 2 pistols and a sniper rifle. Okay. Let's check the other side. And more spikes. Looks like there are 24 bunks on board. Malfunctioning object. With an ammo upgrade. Let's check the bridge. Okay, we got a navigation computer.
The logs show this ship was exploring near the Perseus Veil. Looks like they found some kind of alien artifact. They brought it on board and then... This is really weird, Commander. They plotted a course straight into the Perseus Veil. Like they wanted the Geth to find them.
What else do the logs say?
The entries don't make a lot of sense after that. It's like the captain's mind was falling apart. Doesn't say anything about how they got back into our territory.
The Geth transformed them into husks and left the vessel where they knew it would be found. A warning to other organics not to enter the Veil.
Alright. Well then, let's get back to the Normandy. Okay. Well, that was all of the worlds of the Maroon Sea. We've cleaned up the mistakes of Exogeny, some issues with Cerberus, and that ship that just drifted into the Perseus Veil and came back out full of husks. So, in the next video, we're going to be taking care of some other issues, and then we're going to be doing the same thing in the video after that, and then after that we'll go to Vermeer. This has been the Resolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.